Well, it's my fault, guys. I'm sorry. Christmas was coming up. I wrote my list of what I wanted. And on that list, I put more Rockstar Logics. It's been a minute since I've gone over them, and I was missing them. And I guess Rockstar decided to give me my Christmas present a bit early. This biggest DLC ever in GTA Online, the entirety of it is one giant Rockstar Logic. There are some good things. Hell, even some great things about this DLC. But like, naturally, this is the video where we complain. So we're going to be focusing on some of those negative aspects. So if you want to vent, you want to get your frustration out, let us all know in the comment section below. Before we do hop in, if you guys enjoy this video, if you guys like these Rockstar Logics, again, we haven't done one in a couple of weeks. But if you do enjoy them, I'd appreciate if you could drop the video a like and subscribe. These usually come out every Sunday. And I'll say this, there'll be a bunch of Rockstar Logics over the next few weeks because there's just so much to cover from this DLC. Also, if you have your own Rockstar Logics you do want to submit, then you can tweet them with the hashtag Rockstar Logic. Now, where do we even begin? You know, I'll say this. I'll start with a few positives, just to say that this DLC is not complete trash. Number one, the submarine is amazing. I know it costs a lot of money, but it is just so much fun. Number two, a soloable heist. That is awesome. And it pays out a decent amount, so you gotta give Rockstar props for that. And the new vehicle, the Toreador, which has the weirdest name ever, but that thing, even though again costs a lot of money, is awesome. It's literally the Stromberg Mark II. But apart from those three things, this DLC is a mess. As for the Rockstar Logics, I mean, do we start with the absolutely horrible frame drops on the island? What about the island not being in free roam when players have been asking for new places to explore for years? Maybe we start with the new vehicles being absolutely terrible. You know, actually, let's start with the gameplay. To me, this is the biggest Rockstar Logic. This DLC proved to me that the developers don't actually play this game. Let me ask you this. Why do you play GTA? It's a simple question. Why do you play GTA? Is it because you like to steal and drive various cars around the city? Maybe you like it because it's an open world where you can do whatever you want. You might like it because of the gunplay and you just go on crazy rampages blowing everything up trying to escape the cops. No matter how you answer, I'm willing to bet that out of every single person watching this video, no one, not one single person is gonna answer that question by saying, you know why I play GTA? The stealth mechanics. Yeah, man, forget Assassin's Creed, forget Splinter Cell, forget Metal Gear Solid. GTA is my go-to stealth game. No! GTA stealth is terrible. And you know what Rockstar did? At a meeting sometime last year where they were pitching ideas for new DLCs, freaking Bob walks in and was like, guys, I did it. I know what our players would love. An entire heist DLC based around the stealth mechanics. And then the head director was like, Bob, you brilliant son of a bitch, you did it. That is genius. This will be our biggest DLC yet. And here we are. I don't want to make this video just ranting about how bad the stealth is, but come on. Like, we can't even crouch in this game. My first instinct when I scouted out the island was to start crouching behind walls to not be seen. But I forgot, hey, this isn't an actual stealth game. I can't do that. The mechanics just suck. All stealth is in this game is looking at your minimap, making sure your dot isn't in the guard's cone. It's so dumb. You could literally be standing on the road 11 feet away from the guard. But hey, because his cone only goes 10 feet, he won't see you. Even if we could hide, it's not like it would matter because as long as you're in that guard's cone, you will be detected. Look at this picture. This person got caught underwater because they were in the guard's cone. It doesn't make any sense. In this clip, It's nighttime and I'm in bushes. I thought, hey, I'm in bushes. They probably won't see me. I thought I was safe, but I wasn't. Now look, I don't mind these dumb stealth mechanics sprinkled in the heists or certain missions like Rockstar's done in the past. It hasn't been an issue. But having the whole freaking heist revolving around these mechanics was a terrible idea. And honestly, look, don't even get me started on how many times in that compound when my friends and I are going stealthily and somehow, for no reason, the whole compound gets alerted. It just isn't good. One funny Rockstar logic is actually the front gate. I know damn well I wasn't the only one who swam around the whole island for 30 minutes the first time you scouted it out because you thought there was a better way around that gate. This is where the illusion of choice Rockstar gives us comes into play. There's like no other way to get through that other than going through the gate. They literally went so far as putting invisible walls. Look at this clip. There's invisible walls around the island to ensure we never get up that way. Now, when I did this first mission, I was thinking, well, going in through that gate is a terrible stealth decision. Like, even if the guard up top doesn't see me, the camera right at the gate definitely will. I feel like that's a logical thought, but no, I guess I shouldn't have been thinking at all. Because if you look, the camera's not even pointed at the gate. It's literally pointed directly to the right of it. You can walk right through the freaking road opening without being seen. For the only entrance to the rest of the island and being the most heavily guarded island, this might be the single dumbest thing. Like, you may think this is a small thing, but it's just not logical, and it really turned me off right away. Now, speaking of the island, a quick Rockstar logic here is the performance. Look, I have an overclocked, water-cooled 3900X CPU. It's a year old, but it's still pretty top of the line. I have a 3090 GPU. I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have GTA on an M.2 SSD. And I'm dropping to 32 FPS at certain points on this island. I don't have the FPS counter on screen, but you can hopefully see the frame drops. This is a 7-year-old game. The island's not even graphically speaking good. So what the hell did Rockstar even do here? Another quick one. The entire point of this DLC is to not use the main roads, so you don't get spotted. Well, hey, that means we'll be going off-road, where the trees and plants are. And for some reason, those trees and plants are made of freaking adamantium. Why does every freaking tree branch have collision? I was just thinking to myself the other day, man, you know what this game's missing? You know how much more fun this game would be if the vehicle I'm driving completely stopped every time I bump into a 2-foot twig in the dirt. And that brings us to the final Rockstar logic. This is a two-parter. The quote-unquote biggest ever update, and their other quote, a new approach to heist design. I don't think so, Rockstar. This was not even close to the biggest update in GTA Online. Now, look, all right, you can argue and say, well, Saints fan, technically it is the size of the island. No, let me ask you this. Does this DLC feel like the biggest ever update in GTA Online? No, it doesn't. I'd say this is probably on par, if not slightly below the casino heist update, as far as feeling like a big update. Like 75% of the vehicles, including the drip feed ones, are terrible. I mean, we literally only have one super or sports car coming in this DLC. The island itself isn't fully explorable in free roam, and the heist is a pretty standard heist. Nothing really crazy or new. To me, honestly, the Doomsday heist felt way bigger as an update. Think about it. The facility was dope. 31 new vehicles were added in that DLC. Some of them, the Akula, the Kunjali tank, the Avenger, the Stromberg, and the Deluxo, to just name a few. And the heist itself was a pretty big three-part. You had 3 acts, and the story was much bigger scale. I really just don't know where they got the biggest ever update from. And as far as a new approach to heist design, in what way? I mean, look, yeah, solo play is nice, and I'll give them props for adding that. But as far as the actual heist gameplay, it's the exact same as every other heist. You have this huge buy-in to start it. If you guys remember, you had the high-end apartment, the facility for Doomsday, the arcade for Casino, and now a submarine for the Cayo Perico Heist. The gameplay prep missions are pretty much all the same. You basically start it, gotta travel across the map to go to some certain dot, kill a bunch of people, pick up whatever's in the dot, drive all the way back to where you had to go. The heist payout isn't as much as it probably should be, like every other heist. And, oh, instead of choosing your method from a blackboard like in the casino heist, oh, you just choose it while on the island. Unless I misunderstood somehow, I am not entirely sure how this heist was a new approach to heist design. Look, I'll say this to end the video. After figuring out how to sort of cheese the heist and get around all the dumb mechanics, the heist itself isn't too bad. It's actually pretty enjoyable. I personally still prefer the Doomsday and Casino heist though, just because their stories made a little bit more sense. Like, why is Mini Madrazo all of a sudden getting in touch with us? We literally never even interact, or we rarely interact with El Rubio. We don't even kill El Rubio. Is he coming back? Like, it's just all over the place. But again, this heist isn't terrible. And having the option of, I think, getting around like 1.6 or 1.7 million solo is solid. But the problem is how Rockstar marketed it. Calling it the biggest ever update was a mistake. And then having no summer update before this, we the community really thought this would be the turning point for new DLCs in GTA Online. We thought, hey, they're not making a summer update, or it's going to be a little minor summer update. This next DLC, they're spending all this time on. It's gonna be massive. I guess maybe you could say we're in the wrong thinking that's what would happen, but then again, Rockstar confirmed what we thought and said it was gonna be the biggest update ever, and it turns out that was a lie. Maybe the silver lining in all of this is that finally the majority of the Rockstar developers are working on GTA 6, and only a few are working on the GTA Online DLCs going forward. And that's why this one had so many issues. I'll say that would make a lot more sense. But if that's not the case, and Rockstar have the majority of the dev team creating these DLCs, then Rockstar are so out of touch with the community. And I don't think they understand the concept of a fun video game anymore. I mean, come on. It's Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto. How are you gonna have so few cars in your biggest DLC ever? So that's where we're at with the DLC. Those are my initial thoughts. There's a lot more to dive into, so that video will be coming out next Sunday. Rockstar Logic, Cayo Perico Heist Part 2. Man, I literally didn't even get into the stupid things that happened in this heist. We're just covering the basics in this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I know this isn't like a normal Rockstar Logic, but I don't know. I hope maybe Rockstar sees this, and maybe hopefully you guys agree with me and sees, hey, the community agrees with what he's saying, and they fix things. Because if this is what they're gonna do going forward, they might as well just quit GTA, man. Like, or GTA Online. Like, just move on to GTA 6, move on to GTA Online 2. Let us start from scratch. Like I said at the beginning, if you guys do enjoy and do sort of agree with what I said, then drop the video a like. And honestly, if you don't, then you can let us know in the comment section as well, because I'm sure there are going to be people who enjoy it. But I just think at the end of the day, a lot of us were just disappointed. I'm going to end this video with a clip from my heist. Me and two friends were playing this, trying to get away. I'm literally a mile maybe off the island. There's a boat that's following us, but it's like I want to say half a mile away. I mean, you can maybe see on the mini map when I show the clip, it's not near us. We thought we were home free, and then in typical Rockstar fashion, that NPC just turned on freaking robot auto aim and snipes me in a moving boat while driving with waves. Anyway, enjoy the clip, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Now, do we just drive, or am I going to the airport? I can just drive straight like into the abyss. Oh, there's actually a guy coming after us. Wait. Bro! What? That guy sniped me.